Good afternoon. For those of you who don't recognize me in my new shirt, I'm Steve Basnett, and along with my co-host Aaron Marsden, I would like to welcome everyone on behalf of CANASA and Security Canada to our weekly online learning session. While many are stuck at home, we thought this would be a good idea to deliver some product and service knowledge that will be beneficial when we're all back to work. I would like to say a special thank you to Alula for their support and sponsoring today's session. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing Dave Main, Vice President of Product Management at Alula. Dave continues to be a leader in the wireless device networking market for over 2 decades and has held leadership positions in engineering management, product management, business development, and as the General Manager of the Interactive Services Division of GE Security. Feel free to type any questions you may have for Dave during the session into the chat window, and he will respond during the Q&A portion roughly 20 minutes from now. I'll now turn the session over to Dave. Welcome, Dave, and thanks for being here.
Thanks, Steve, for having me, and I apologize if you hear a little background noise. They decided to do tornado siren testing around here right now, so hopefully that's not going to disrupt things. Is my screen showing up, Steve?
Yeah, looks, sorry, no, I see you, but not your presentation yet.
All right, let me try that one more time.
Perfect.
That's better?
Yes, you got it. Thank you.
All right. So again, thanks for having me, and look forward to spending a little bit of time this afternoon or morning, depending on which part of the country you're joining from. And again, got a little background noise. It's part of the work from home fun experience. Today, I'm going to spend a little time talking to you about Alula, and let me just advance here. Alula is probably a relatively new brand to a lot of the participants on today's call. We're new to the industry as a brand goes, and we're specifically new to the Canadian market. I'm coming out of the Minneapolis area, just south of the border, but Alula was created through the acquisition of 2 companies, IP Datatel, which was out of Houston, Texas, and Resolution Products out of the Minneapolis area. And we were combined about 3 years ago now to form Alula. And historically, neither of the preceding companies really operated in Canada. We've since enhanced our product and service offering and then carried that offering up north of the border. So that's why if you aren't familiar with us, that's a little history on how we got there. So who are we? We are a company that's 100% focused on the professional security dealer channel. We deliver interactive services that bring interactive security, automation, and video controls to homes and businesses in the professional security channel. That is our focus as a company, and it's important to note that we are really delivering solutions that bring the professional channel new and innovative offerings. What makes us unique is we provide our interactive services not only in our own security system that we design and build at Alula, but we also deliver it to a broad range of other security panels through communicators that we also design and manufacture, bringing that same consistent user experience to your customers to allow you to be competitive in this new world of connected home and connected business markets. Our interactive service is good for new installs, and it's ideal for takeover solutions. And we're all facing cellular sunset, probably down in the US sooner than up in Canada. But we know this industry is about continued change and innovation and delivering compelling services to your customers. And we bring that, and we bring you the tools to do that not only on a new install, but for the thousands of customers you probably already serve. So with that, as a background, how do we deliver these interactive services? I'm going to start at the top. What does interactive mean? We have an app. The app can be downloaded. It can be branded and represented based on your company's name. You can carry your logo right in the app itself, and it delivers a very easy and intuitive user interface to control and get notifications and manage your home or your business. We've created a customizable dashboard that allows you to configure it based on what matters to you and to minimize the number of screens that you have to jump between. Basically, anything you need to do on that home or business can be done from your home screen, your dashboard. We have a touchpad, and that touchpad works not only with our own security system, but with any of the other panels that were compatible with our communicators. So we've given an ability to carry that same intuitive user interface in the home, on the wall, as well as in your pocket. And then we have a series of tools that allow professional dealers to manage their customers and the installations that they have. Our focus is really on trying to provide tools that minimize truck rolls, tools that allow you to be efficient in all of the services you're offering, and tools that can be proactive in notifying you on what's happening with your customer base, what's happening with their products on a real-time basis. These interactive services can be delivered through 3 different paths down on the bottom. Connect Plus is our own panel. This is a ULC compliant security system. It is designed to have multiple paths of connectivity. It can start with broadband IP. Every system has that. It's modular. You can add in cellular connectivity. And we can leverage cellular that carries right into the 5G world. We can tell you more about that when you talk to us. You can add sensors to it, peripheral devices, and the touchpad that I referenced all above. We also have a BAT Connect. The BAT Connect is focused on delivering these same interactive services to DSC, Interlogix, Honeywell, NAPCO, and a broad range of traditional security systems that are widely deployed across the country. That same interactive experience is delivered though. So whether it's our own system or whether we're connected to somebody else, you don't have to give up any of the features. And then we have video that can be integrated in with this offering as well, which is again, compelling solution that increases recurring revenue, increases customer satisfaction, and in turn reduces attrition. That's our focus: full interactive services, full remote management and control, and comprehensive services that are going to be compelling to your customers. Diving a little deeper in the interactive offering, I've mentioned this user interface, and you can see it pictured there in the app and the touchpad format. Each one of these can be configured so that it presents the information that really matters to your customers. We have it on our touchpad. You can set it up in a commercial mode where it'll have a limited view if you're in a commercial setting and don't want to show all the zone information, all the way to a full view mode where you can see exactly what's going on every camera and every sensor that's included in the system. Our interactive is intended to be very intuitive and easy to work through with a touch control of all the different devices. And we use color codes to help manage and highlight things that matter most. If there's an open zone or if there's an alert condition, that pops right up in a different color, different colored icon, so that you know what really matters and what you need to check on first. I talked a bit about the unified controls and the value of that. And what I mean by unified controls is this consistency in how the system operates, what the controls are labeled, what color they are, the branding that carries forward. All of this is consistent through the app and the touchpad. This reduces your training time, it reduces your service calls, and it increases satisfaction, again, with your customers, which helps reduce attrition. So our focus here is to provide something that's easy to use and that is consistent to use. And it's important to note that just like any other app, we make updates to our app, we make updates to our product. All of those updates are automatically downloaded to the systems you have deployed and the apps that are downloaded by your customers. So if we bring a new feature out, you can make that feature available to your customers. And we've done that multiple times. We've been deploying these systems now for the past couple of years. Customers that deployed them 2 years ago are able to take advantage of video on the touchpad, which didn't exist 12 months ago, or the speaking capabilities on our touchpad, voice enunciation. We download those features, you can enable them for your customers so they know they're always getting the latest and greatest technology and service from you, the pro dealer. Now, interactive is really a solution that requires speed and responsiveness. Your customers today are more, their expectations for what a connected home or connected business has increased dramatically over the past couple of years. There's more devices that they might be buying themselves and installing, whether it's a lighting control system, a lock system or entertainment system, they have an expectation when the button is pushed, the system is going to respond. And that's exactly how the Alula platform operates. When you push a button and you want to lock a door, it happens instantly. More importantly, if it's raining or snowing and you're coming home and you want to unlock that door and get into your warm or cooled home, you're able to do that at the push of a button, and you don't have to stand and wait in the rain for 37 seconds before it opens up. So speed, secure, and intuitive are three big factors that really drive satisfaction for our platform overall. Another big concern that your customers are going to raise is security. We all see the footage that comes out, several times a year of somebody hacking into a camera and talking to their child that in their bedroom, or starting to hack into their system. Security is something that matters. You're providing security. You're obviously dealing with people who are very concerned on their personal and property protection and their data protection. So we take that and design that into our platform as well, making sure that every device is encrypted and every system is authenticated. Authentication is the process of knowing who you're talking to and validating that this is an authorized person before you allow them to have access. And encryption is protecting the data that you're passing around to make sure nobody can read it and take anything meaningful out of the bits of data that you're passing through the air or over the network. We encrypt absolutely everything, right down to the cards that go inside of our panel. So I mentioned modularity early on. When you put a Connect Plus system in, you can have it be just a bare bones system, or you can add cellular backup, Z-Wave home automation, and other peripheral devices. As you add those devices, even the communication between those cards is encrypted. So we really take this thing seriously. All of our sensors are encrypted, and that helps minimize takeover concerns and helps you address these security concerns with your customers. We take it seriously enough that we actually hire outside agencies to come in and try and break our platform. And they give us a report on, here's your vulnerabilities, here's the new ways that hackers are operating today, and here's some recommendations on things you can do to ensure ongoing protection of your platform. So we invest that money not only to have the tests done, but then we invest the R&D research to address any issues that are raised, and we'll continually to make those investments in our platform to make sure it's secure for you and your customers. At the onset, I talked about Alula Interactive and what it really means, and it's bringing together security, automation, and video in a unified platform. And video is increasingly becoming the most important element of any security system, and a high expectation, especially on the younger demographics of your customer base. They expect and live their life seeing things, whether it's on Instagram or any other social media platform. Visual interaction is what the expectation has. And with the pandemic, we're all living in this new world of Zoom video and video interactions. This needs to become part of your platform. And we've developed a video offering that integrates nicely with the security offering and provides a hybrid solution where the video content is stored locally in the camera in an SD card and also presented up to the cloud. From the cloud, it can be viewed not only in the app, but in the touchpads. And again, this video can be added whether it's our own Connect Plus system that you're installing, or if you're putting one of our communicators on a DSC system or a Honeywell system that you might have installed 10, 15, even 20 years ago. We have the broadest range of coverage of compatibility in our communicator with other security systems in the market. And we've done a great job of integrating and providing an ability to not only give a facelift on the remote interaction with that panel, but really give a facelift on the local controls as well through this touchpad, and then bringing video and doorbell content right to the forefront. And I've mentioned many times about our Slimline touchpad. This is a device that over the past, 6 months has received, I think, 4 or 5 industry awards for innovation. And we're being recognized for a few reasons. Number one, our entire company has grown up in the security industry. I talk about us being here for the professional security dealers. We're here because we grew up serving and in some cases actually operating security businesses. And Our focus, we try to build a culture around here. I own the roadmap for Alula. We have a culture of listening. We like to get feedback from our customers on what really matters and what makes a difference in trying to help them grow their business or sustain their business. The Slimline touchpad addresses many of those concerns that we get feedback on. It's a 7-inch color touchscreen. It can be wall or table mounted. You see it pictured table mounted here. It's a natural table mount. When you operate it, it feels rugged. It doesn't slide around when you push the buttons. And if you decide to not do it on the table, you pop the screen off and we have a very nice wall mount that floats it off the wall, puts it at a slight viewing angle for the average height person, and makes sure that's a nice, crisp, clear picture. Now, beyond that, we've got a power supply built into it that allows you to leverage walls that already exist in the wire. What does that mean for you? If you're putting one of our communicators on a DSC, Honeywell, NAPCO, or other system, you can take that keypad off the wall, that old yellow push button keypad, replace it with a color 7-inch touchscreen, reuse the wires that are in the wall so you don't have to spend any time pulling wires, and then deliver security, automation, and video on the wall to your customers with a system that you invested in 20 years ago. That's revolutionary by itself. Beyond that, we've brought an ability to add voice enunciation to these panels. If you want to have it do voice chime, front door open, back door open, it can do that, and it's custom text readable. So whatever you name the zones is what it's going to speak. So it's a very intuitive platform, easy to install, leverages existing installations, and works on a broad range of panels, delivering modern, new technology to systems that have existed, again, for many decades. And because Alula is what we call vertically integrated, and what that means is we own everything from the sensors up to the interactive controls. We have the entire ecosystem. We can be very efficient in how we deliver products. So today we have kits. Our Connect Plus kits can be factory programmed. When they leave, it's a box of equipment that would have door window sensors, motion sensors, touchpads, and panels. All of those devices are not only in the box, but they're enrolled into the panel. It is factory programmed, so you don't have to learn how to program the device. You don't have to do anything. You can actually do an entire installation without pulling out even a screwdriver. We have double back tape on all our door window sensors. We have double back tape for our motion sensor, and our security panel can be placed right next to the router, plugged into the router on an Ethernet port, and you have an interactive security system up and running. With the touchpad, it can be put right on a countertop like it's pictured here, and this allows you to have an incredibly fast installation, or in this case, a contact-free installation. In the world of pandemic, you might choose to market to your customers and say, here's your system, I will ship it out, I will guide you through the process of installing it. We have videos and tools that can help guide them through that process, and they can be branded on behalf of our pro dealers. And then you can schedule a follow-on call when it's safe to get back into the home. This gives you the flexibility to really augment your business based on the world we're living in today in 2020, and still drive efficiencies even in your core business. So vertical integration of Alula really makes a difference, not only for us, but for you and for your customers. And we don't stop with residential. I've talked about protecting residents and businesses. And in the case of commercial security, we don't have to design it at all. We work with industry leaders. We did an integration with Brivo, an access control provider. And with all of these systems that we can communicate with, we provide all of that security information and controls to the Brivo offering. What does that mean? Brivo can now disarm the security system right through their app. They can provide temporary credentials that will allow that person authorization to disarm the security system. This enables unattended delivery to happen. Again, in the world of pandemic, when people are coming and going in offices at different points of time, we're providing flexibility, temporary disarm of an area, drop off a package, close the door, rearm the system. All can be enabled through these integrations that we've completed, in this case with Brivo. So streamline shift changeovers, provide unattended delivery solutions, and really provide that combined access, security, and video solution for commercial properties can all be done because we have dedicated APIs or application programming interfaces on top of our platform that allow us to partner and bring new solutions to you, our partners. And I highlighted early on in the presentation a platform called Alula Connect. Alula Connect is our management portal. It allows you to add a new account, add devices to that account, and manage all of those devices, and even troubleshoot. If your customer calls in and they have trouble beeps going on, you can log into Alula Connect, see and validate that they have trouble beeps, understand why those trouble beeps are happening, and most importantly, silence them all while you're talking to your customer. You get a live active connection with that system. You see real time what's happening, any zones that are open, any trouble conditions, any of those types of alerts can all be managed right through this platform. And it's written in such a way that it works not only on a laptop, but it scales down naturally to phone or tablet use as well. So your technicians can bring it into the field with them for troubleshooting or installation programming, or if you happen to get a call and you're on the road, you're able to address it right there from your phone. So a lot of flexibility built into this platform and continuing to expand on the capabilities to allow our partners to be efficient in business. An example there is using our APIs to integrate with various CRM platforms so that when you sell and create an account, it can automatically be added onto the Alula platform without having to re-enter data. And we are a pro-focused organization, and we recently launched the Alula Pro Partner Program. What does that mean? It is a group of professional dealers who are committed to the world of Alula Interactive Security and bringing that to market. We provide tools to help them market and brand and promote their offering, really easing the process of converting from whatever interactive service you're doing today to Alula. We have printed marketing materials, videos, and other content that can be made available on your social media pages, on your website, and in print to help get you started. All of this can be branded and managed through what we call our Partner Resource Center, PRC. We can get you a login to that, and you can see all of the content we have, and we continue to add to that content. Not only things you can market, but also tools that can help your technicians get up to speed on the Alula platform and Alula offering. So when you contact us, we can get you access to this resource center. I think you'll be amazed at all the tools that our marketing team has put together to help make this transition easy. And then we also have what we call our customer success team. And these are really the people and the tools that help you transition to becoming that Alula dealer. It's everything from ride-along support, where we will spend time with your technicians, and granted, we aren't doing as much of that right now, but we will be getting back and riding with technicians all the way through, as I mentioned, online training tools and videos. So you can get your technicians trained today, and any new people you hire, you're going to have the tools to help get them up to speed quickly and effectively. We have one of the best tech support teams in the world, our CSC. When you call in, you're going to be able to get somebody on the phone that can help you. And we understand that oftentimes you've got Mr. or Mrs. Jones looking over your shoulder. We understand that situation. We can help you through those problems. But most importantly, I think we give the tools and training and resources necessary to avoid any questions about how to do the installation or how our product operates. And this has been a big investment for Alula over the past 18 months, and it's paying big dividends in helping customers come on to our platform efficiently and effectively and without errors or disruption to their business. And with that, I'm going to turn it back, Steve, and see if we have any questions, but I wanted to let you know how to reach us. The salesperson, Trip, will be ready to take calls. His contact information is up on the screen now. Send him an email, give him a phone call, and he can answer any questions that we're not able to get to today and help you get down the path on becoming an Alula Pro partner.
Thank you, Dave. That was great. If anyone has any questions, please type them into the Q&A window at the bottom of your screen now. And we have our first one here. What is the operating temperature of the outdoor camera?
Outdoor camera, so we have really two models of cameras that can go outside, our Bullet and our Doorbell. And I'm fairly certain, I'm gonna have to check on this, I'm fairly certain we get to operating temperature of -30 on those. In Fahrenheit, I guess they get pretty close to the equivalent as we get that cold. But somewhere in that range. I understand it gets cold. I'll say we have a lot of cameras operating in the Canadian market, in the Minneapolis market. I personally have had my cameras operating down to, 28, 30 below Fahrenheit last winter without any issues. So I'll get the exact spec to you though, but it's somewhere in that range.
Okay. Next question, is there an add-on just for interactive services, or does it communicate with central stations?
Well, I mean, on the onset, Steve, we talk about being a pro dealer, and virtually every one of our partners focuses on having central station monitored solutions. It wouldn't be a requirement. You can add accounts and not put the central station receiver in. You're still going to be, there's a charge for our interactive services, either over broadband or cellular. You'd be obligated to those, but it is possible to set it up without routing to a central station. I'd say at least 99% of all the accounts we have on our platform, though, do end up routed to the central station.
Okay. Let's see, is there an additional subscription fee to integrate with Brivo Access?
A great question. Yeah, there is an additional fee. As you start to get into these commercial applications, more data goes around. There's more the zone activity. We send not only arming, disarming activities, but all the zone information comes up to our platform. Brivo can change and manage user controls and provide user access. So because there's a bigger flow of data, there is an incremental fee for that particular service. It's right around, it's a small incremental fee, I think right around $5, but that will cover all of those additional costs for communications and maintaining the API interface.
Okay. Is there a list of Z-Wave devices that connect with Alula?
Yeah, so we are Z-Wave Plus certified, and anything that's Z-Wave certified should work and will likely work. We do go through a process of testing and qualifying a broad range of devices. We maintain that list, but in the world of locks, thermostats, and lights, if it's Z-Wave, we control it. There might be certain features of, like a thermostat comes to mind, where maybe we can't program the schedules into the thermostat, but we generally control the temperature, run mode, and all of those of any of those devices. We do maintain a list, but it's tough because the devices keep coming out of the woodwork. We do our best to test them. If there's one you want us to look at, just please let us know.
Okay. Does it work with other IP cameras and DSC panels?
Okay, so we have 4 cameras in the market. We have two outdoor, a doorbell and a bullet, and 2 indoor. Those are the cameras that integrate nicely with our platform. We don't support others, although we'll continue to expand the video offering over time. In terms of DSC panels, we do provide a communicator that will work with anything except the Neo line of DSC. So, really the Power Series panels are all bus connected, although our communicators also have tip and ring. So we can provide, as well as key switch arming. So we can provide remote arming and disarming and full alarm reporting on any panel that supports Contact ID.
Okay, thank you. Let's see, are there any plans to integrate with other access control manufacturers in the future?
Yeah, we're a company, we like to partner, and we like to partner with leaders. We've had some other access control companies contact us, and video for that matter. Somebody asked the question about other cameras. In some cases, it'll be stuff we sell, others will integrate with other people's. So I can't say, yes, we're gonna have one by the end of the year, but our policy is to try to find partners that make sense and that are leaders in the industry, and we will continue to pursue that. I expect more to come down the road, yes.
Okay, and we have time for one more question. If we didn't get to your questions, I'll be sure to forward them over to Dave, and he'll get back to you shortly. The last question, what protocols does your system support for wireless sensors?
Oh, good question on, because I neglected to mention a couple of things. So we have our own encrypted sensors that natively go into Connect Plus, and those are encrypted and they come from Alula. We do have a translator card that you can put into the Connect Plus panel that will be compatible with any of the Honeywell or 2 gig DSC 433 sensors and Interlogic sensors as well. And we can also do NAPCO sensors. So NAPCO, Interlogix, DSC 433 megahertz, Honeywell, and 2 gig can all be programmed on the translator card, as well as our own encrypted native sensors. So pretty flexible solution on that front. And I'm sorry for forgetting to mention that as I went through the presentation.
Great, thanks. Okay, that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you for joining us. And once again, thank you to Dave Main and Alula for their support. At the close of this session, a link to register for next week's session will pop up. Please be sure to register. We look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, be well.
Thank you, everybody.